Where am I? My head.
Regis 3, a fictional alien world more than 100 light-years away from Earth. A beautiful planet, but very deadly to human life. A strange alien life form, if you can call it that, is lurking in the desert and mountain landscapes, ready to do some funny things to you. You play as the astrobiologist Dr. Yasna, who is sent on a mission by her commander to rescue missing crewmates. The problem is, she suffers from a partial amnesia and can't remember how she got to be completely alone in the middle of the desert. Also, her communicator got damaged, not allowing her to receive any messages from her spaceship in orbit. A dire situation. Shall the rescuer be the one to be rescued? The Invincible is not a survival game though, but a walking simulator, something I believe to be a dead genre. The game mechanics, the almost constant communication with another person via radio, and how the story unfolds and is being presented is very similar to the game Firewatch. The story is very linear. There are some small deviations possible, like going through a passage on the left or through a cave on the right, and later on you get a rover to drive around a bit, but ultimately you get where you need to be, and only then a new story segment begins. The Invincible is rather an interactive movie. It is all about the story and immersion into the strange alien world. And this is why the voice acting of Yasna and her commander Novik is so important, and at that, also done very well.
Fuck! The same thing over and over again! No wonder we finally ran out of luck. Too much of this damn curiosity. Who needs to know what might kill us? We're getting killed anyway. By people, antimatter cannons, and TARS. Quad wiped out.
I don't want to interrupt your, speech, sir.
Yes, sir. This is too much. I've asked you how many times already.
Although there is an action scene later in the game, most of the time you will be just walking, talking to your commander, looking at things and drawing your own conclusions, until big and nasty surprises ultimately hit you. There are different endings to the game. Luckily, you can explore most of them by simply reloading to the last checkpoint. I compiled basically all of them in a previous video, link in the description, if you want to save yourself a bit of time. Unfortunately, there is one choice to be made roughly in the middle of the story. Thus, you will have to play the game a second time if you want to experience all possible endings. The Invincible is a science fiction game, and for one, it totally deserves to be called that. It's not just a cool astronaut running around on an alien planet, but the story is actually about science. A few minutes into the game, we arrive at the camp and find one of our crewmates. Something is very wrong with him. He can't talk and does not react to any questions. Here the first scientific analysis comes into play, Yasna thinking out loud what the cause for Dr. Crowther's malady could be.
His pupils respond properly. Look at my finger. No delay in reactions.
Yet no response to verbal communication.
None.
Conclusions, Doctor? Do you have any idea what's wrong with him?
Akinesia, mutism, impoverishment of mimic movements, and reaction to stimuli. These are all symptoms of stupor. But it's difficult to pinpoint the cause of the disorder. We need to quickly perform a complete set of tests and focal plane tomography of his brain. Otherwise, I won't be able to say anything more.
I'll prepare the infirmary.
The scientific approach to everything is the big feature of the Invincible. The game is very intellectual in nature, which is a rare thing in the games industry. And this is not surprising. The Invincible is an adaptation of a famous novel of the same title, written by the science fiction author Stanisław Lem and published in 1964. I'm a big fan of the book, that's why I felt compelled to make a proper video that compares the game with the written original, pointing out differences and similarities, and it also delves into tiny but very important characteristics of the alien lifeforms of Regis 3, which are not properly explained in the game. Check it out if you're into lore or still have story-related questions. The novel adaptation also explains the atom punk art style, which is mostly known from the Fallout series. I think it fits the game perfectly, subconsciously preparing us for outdated political thinking and old-fashioned societal norms. which the game also presents very well. I personally encountered only one bug where the next story element was not starting and had to load the game at the last checkpoint, which fixed the issue. Altogether it cost me about a minute, so no big deal. I never got stuck anywhere, but a few things like that were reported by other players and are probably already fixed by the time you watch this video. My only complaint is the slight blurriness of the game. Even on max graphical settings it still lacks certain sharpness, especially if you look at rocks. And I'm not talking about motion blur, which should be automatically disabled when you start the Invincible for the first time. I believe the lack of sharpness is intended to reduce the technical requirements for the game. Another small thing, which some people might find annoying, is Jasna's lack of stamina and in general only average movement speed. But I think it's done right. You will not immerse yourself properly into the world of Regis 3 by rushing through all of it. And in most cases, the distances are insignificant to warrant high movement speed. The playtime is roughly from 6 to 8 hours long, which sets the price for the game maybe a bit high. But remember, the Invincible is not cheap on graphics, feeling of immersion, voice acting, soundtrack and story. All these aspects fit nicely together, making the game a worthy adaptation of the written original. There you have it, quick but not dirty, as Regis 3 has a surprisingly clean atmosphere. Go and enjoy your own ride down to that alien world. If you're interested in science and like to stretch your imagination while not minding it to be less of a game but more like an interactive movie, The Invincible is an absolute must for you. If you like this video, please consider to subscribe and leave a comment. I am interested in your opinion about the game. Per aspera ad astra, through hardship to the stars, fellow astronauts, and hopefully see you soon on some other distant world full of wonders.